Hello, all. Who do you think is a king or a queen? You might say someone from the royal clan is. Well, the scepter and the crown are parts of lineage, whereas royalty is a part of oneself. How a person steers the course of life and leads a mob determines the sort of king or a queen one is. History has taught us that there have been several instances of people dethroning inefficient rulers and choosing the right leader for them. Sometimes people themselves set out in search of the right person to be their leader. At strange instances, there have been rulers entrusted to run a whole or a part of kingdom. One such person who was identified to be a highly potent and efficient ruler was Thondaiman Ilanthirayan. And today we are going to travel back in time to around 190 of the Common Era. Thondai Nadu, which comprises parts of Tamil Nadu and southern part of Andhra Pradesh, had its capital as Kanchipuram. Sangam literature has several stories quoting life incidents of Ilanthirayan. However, the work that describes in detail the birth and life of Ilanthirayan is one of the 5 great epics of Tamil literature, Manimekalai. According to Manimekalai, Thondaiman Ilanthirayan was born to Chola king Killi, a Naga princess who was the daughter of the king of Manipallavam. This boy, when he grew up, he was entrusted with a merchant who sold woolen blankets, also called Kambali Chetti. And during one such business trips, the ship got wrecked and the boy was lost on the seas. Later, the boy was washed ashore and was found with lot of creepers entwined around his ankles. And hence he got the name Thondaiman Ilanthirayan, where Thondai means creeper which grows in the wild, and Ilanthirayan means the young person who conquered the seas. And remembering his mother, when he grew up, he won the trust of the then king who ruled over the part of southern part of India, King Karikal Peruvalathan. He became a trustworthy chieftain and later took over the entire province, established his dynasty named Pallavas. And he named his dynasty after his mother's native place, Manipallavam. Apart from Manimekalai, works of Sangam literature give a brief description about King Ilanthirayan, and they are Pattinapalai and Perumpanatrupadai. Both the poems are written by Urudra Kannanar. He was a poet who lived near present-day Kadiyalur. And he was so inspired by Ilanthirayan's life that he wrote about the king, his people, his kingdom, and whatever inspired him about. Now, Perumpanatrupadai is yet another poem of Aatrupadai genre or the guidance poems. This poem talks about a bard in extreme poverty, and he meets another bard who's returning after meeting King Ilanthirayan. Since the poet mostly deals with the social situations during the rule of King Ilanthirayan, it is also called Samuha Padal or societal song. Perumpanatrupadai, lead or laureate by Kadiyalur Urudran Kannanar. பாணநதியாளின் வருணனை அகலரு சிம்பில் பாயிருள் பருகி பகல் கான்று எழுதரு பல்கதிர் பருதி காய்சினம் திருகிய கடுந்திரல் வேனில் பாசிலை ஒளித்த பராரை பாதிரி வள்ளிதழ் மாமலர் வயிற்றிடை வகுத்தனன் புள்ளகம் புரையும் ஊற்றுரு பச்சை பரியரை கமுகின் பாளை அம்பசுப்பூ கருயிருந்தன்ன கண் கூடு செறிதுளை உருக்கியன்ன பொருந்தரு போர்வை சுனை வரத்தன்ன இருள் தூங்கு வருவாய் பிறை பிறந்தன்ன பின் ஏந்து கவைக்கடை நெடும் பனை திரள் தோள் மடந்தை முன்கை குறுந்தொடியைக்கும் மெலிந்து வீங்கு திவவின் மணிவார்த்தன்ன மாயிரு மறுப்பின் பொன் வார்த்தன்ன புரி அடங்கு நரம்பின் தொடையமை கேள்வி இடவையின் தழியி the laureate's lute. To gobble up the wide dark sky and to spread its daylight wings, the sun, severely scorching peak of summers, the golden trumpets amidst greeny leaves, tinted like the large petals where bees hide, shaded same on the inside and out, stout-bottomed stalks of the desert palms with buds not unfurled, the pith so placed and stretched leather tight, cross the tongueless mouth like a deep dried spring, like early crescents split in two, like dames with slender bamboo shoulders, their bangles so thin the flexi string bridge, black beaded, the big stemmed, golden string twisted twirly strings, that large lute borne on your left. The poet meets a large troop of artists on his way back home, and he understands that they are in search of a patron. He notices the large lute carried by them and admires its beauty. He notices how well they have maintained the instrument. It is newly painted, the leather that is stretched across is newly tanned and perfectly tightened. The instrument is in perfect condition. He addresses the leader of the impoverished group who is carrying the large load. பாணனது வறுமை வெண்திரள் கணலியோடு மதிவலம் திரிதரும் தன் கடல் வரைப்பில் தாங்குனர் பெறாது பொழிமழை துறந்த புகைவேய் குன்றத்து பழுமரும் தேரும் பறவை போல கல்லென் சுற்றமொடு கால் கிளர்ந்து திரிதரும் பல்லின் யாக்கை புலவுவாய் பாணா. The poverty of the bird, like the moon that warms against the revolving sun, birds not born by world islanded by cool waves, undrizzled mounds shrouded by ghostly mists, like birds that seek ripened boughs. Buckle mead, wanderer, with thy kith and kin, cursing tongued, foul-mouthed, O poor bird. The poet addresses the leader of the impoverished troop who's traveling with no definite destination. He understands that they have been poorly led by the leader who often curses their ill fate and talks lowly of their talents. He urges the leader to behave like the moon. He asks him to glow, and like the constant waves of the ocean, he asks him to behave like birds who go in search of trees. The poet says that the leader should have a welcoming attitude. He should accept his advice with an open mind and lead his troop towards prosperity. So once again, we are going to start a new journey with the poet as our guide and meet yet another special king. Stay tuned for the next part. Thank you.